Shall we? Shall we? Yeah, they're so cute, Amanda. Yes, such amazing leaders, such amazing leaders. Okay, let's do this. So tonight's topic, again, was inspired from a conversation in the leader chat. So if y'all are like, what do those girls do? We literally work every single day, not only for our own personal businesses, because when you become a leader in this business, it doesn't mean you click autopilot and just say, oh, go ahead, team, be successful. We are still working. We are still doing the social selling system every day. We are still sponsoring. We are still selling, okay? You can never, ever put your personal business to the back burner, ever. That's when bad things happen. That's if you go into management mode, you're going to watch your business start to become stagnant, and then you're going to watch it start to go backwards. You've got to put your personal business first, and then your team. Now, I say that loosely because y'all know I pour my heart and soul, and so do all of our leaders, into our team. But you know what I'm saying when it comes to priorities. Every single day you have to be working your personal business. But in addition to that, we are always, always, always working to see how we can better this experience for all of you. So tonight's topic was literally inspired by a conversation we had just a couple days ago. And I'm titling tonight's hangout as the 5 things. Okay, so I want you guys to grab a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil if you don't have one already. It's called the 5 things. We're going to talk about how to tie in your life with your business to post with purpose, okay? So that you are not a salesy robot. You are inspiring people. You are being effective. You're posting with intention. And you're also being efficient and getting results for your business, okay? Does that sound good? Yes, you cannot fill your cup if yours is empty. That's right, Jody. I love that. They're so cute. Yes. All right. Megan, I love you. I'm just glad you're part of our team now. We do have the best team. Okay. Focus, Billy. All right, so the 5 things, all right? So I'm going to give you guys the 5 things, and I want you to literally write these down. You don't have to answer them all right now, but write down these 5 things and then take some time to actually write them out, okay? So it's going to be 5 categories that you're going to write 5 things down for in each, okay? And I promise you I will tie this all together so it makes complete sense. So the first thing is, number 1, what are 5 of your personal greatest strengths or accomplishments? What are 5 things that are your greatest strengths or accomplishments, okay? Do you guys want to hear mine, like to give you an idea? If not, no big deal, but I did write mine down just so I can give you those examples. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. So number 1, the 5 greatest strengths / accomplishments, okay? Number 2, the 5 things that you are working on to improve. Yes, yes, okay, yes. Okay, so my 5 greatest strengths or accomplishments that I wrote down is number 1, being a mom. But not just being a mom, raising kind kids. I screw up every single day. I question myself as a mom every single day, but my kids are kind girls. And so therefore I feel like that's one of my greatest accomplishments. Number 2, I live to empower others every single day in one form or another. I feel like that's a huge strength and accomplishment of mine. Another strength is I'm crazy determined. If I get something in my head that I'm gonna do, watch out, because I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. Number 4 is I'm not afraid to work hard. My parents instilled amazing work ethic in me since I was 12 if I wanted to have a car when I was 16. And I hated it then, and I'm so beyond grateful for it now in my adult life. And number 5 is the makeup mob. I say this, and I know it sounds corny and cheesy, but I really do view this team like a third, like I don't even want to say a third child. I have Gianna, I have Rylan, and then the makeup mob, this team, I take my role as a leader to this team very seriously, which is why I have no issues showing up consistently. It's why I have no issues making sacrifices to pour into you guys. It's why on a 9 o'clock on Thursday night when I'm covered in mud from biking all day and I'm dirty and I'm gross and I really should be upstairs in the shower, thank God you guys can't smell me through the phone, I'm here. Because when something's important to you, you make it a priority and it's a non-negotiable. So those are my 5. The 5 things I'm working on to improve. Number 1, my health. I'm always working to eat better, vitamins, you know, self-care, all the things. Number 2 is parenting, okay? So I am literally responsible for raising 2 little human beings that are going to be out in the world on their own one day. So I'm constantly trying to improve what I'm doing there. Number 3 is my fitness. Number 4 is my leadership skills. And number 5 is organization. I would love to be a lot more organized, okay? So those are my 5 things. So you can see it's very random. It's all over the boards. There's no right, there's no wrong answer. Was that the alarm clock? No. All right, so number 1, 5 greatest strengths and accomplishments. Thank you if somebody is dropping these in the comments. Number 2 is the 5 things that you're working to improve, okay? Number 3, 5 things that make up your brand. So we talk a lot about branding and people get real like overthinking, wrapped up in branding. All branding is what are the 5 things that you are literally sharing about your life that you love, that make you you on your online platform. What are those 5 things that you are constantly talking about or doing? For me, it is motivation, makeup, hair/hats, okay? I'm literally either in a hat or a bandana or doing my hair. So like people send me pictures of hats all the time. Lacey, so sweet, sent me a gift the other day. It was a hat. It said, "Be kind." She's like, "Oh my God, I saw this and I immediately thought of you." So motivation, makeup, hair/hats, family, and coffee. Those are my 5 things that make up my brand, okay? Number 4. 5 things. Yes, Amanda, that's fine. That's fine. Figure it out. And sometimes it just takes getting a little kick in the hiney and like a little motivation to sit down and write it out, because sometimes we get so wrapped up in like our own heads that like when we just take the time to sit down and write things out, we're like, oh, all right, not so bad. Or you start to write something out and then it makes you think of something else, right? This is why I always talk about how important having a success list is in this business, especially you guys on here that are new. Start writing out a list of as many people as you can think of that are your friends or family that you could reach out to and say, "Hey, I just started a new business. I'm so excited. I would love to share it with you. Do you have any items that you'd like to replace or whatever, blah, blah, blah." But having that success list, when you start writing names, you're like, "Oh my God, Susie Q, I haven't seen her in so long. Oh my God, remember that one time I was with Susie Q at the roller skating rink and we were with, oh yeah, Bobby Joe and Amanda and Matt and blah, blah, blah." And it triggers things. Getting things out of here and onto here is powerful, okay? So the 5 of your greatest strengths and accomplishments, 5 things you're working on to improve, 5 things that make up your brand. Number 4 is 5 things you love about our products or problems that they've solved for you. All right? So for me, my skin, way better, minus this gross scab that I have on my lip. No, I don't have herpes. I had a little thing there, extractor, TMI, whatever. I pushed too hard, now I have a scab. You're welcome. My skin has improved significantly. Number 2, my lashes. It's what I fell in love with. I've never gotten results like I get from our mascara. It's not just because I wasn't really a big makeup person and lashes mascara is what I always wore. It's because I've never used a mascara and gotten the results that I've gotten. And now with our lash serum and our lash primer, I'm like, my natural lashes are even longer and better than they've ever been. So skin, lashes, that our products are multi-purpose. If anybody watches any of my videos, y'all know I talk about the eyeshadow that also works for the highlighter, the eyeshadow that also works for your brows, the eyeshadow that you also contour with. It's actually a part of my bundle this month. I've been sharing it since the 1st. It's genius. It's called the All-Star Palette. You're welcome to take the idea and run with it. It's optimistic, gullible, fervent, and marvelous. Magnificent? What's the M? M, the dark brown. Anyways, the dark brown eyeshadow that's matte. So it's literally my brows, my eyes, my highlight, my contour, my blush, my lips. Like, it's the all-star palette because it does all the things, okay? So multi-purpose products. Love that. Number 4, that they're high quality. And number 5, that they're clean. Our products are so much more cleaner, so much more cleaner. so much cleaner than so many of the other cosmetic products you'll see on the market, okay? There's no toxins. They're mostly paraben free. I think all of the products actually can be listed as paraben free. It's literally nature meets science, so they can deliver in the cleanest way possible, okay? So those are my 5 things for love about the products and or problems they've solved. And number 5, the last list of 5 you're gonna write down, and I promise you this is going somewhere, so stick with me, is write down 5 things that you love about this opportunity or problems it has solved, okay? So for me, gave me my fulfillment back. I was a really unfulfilled stay-at-home mom when I started with Younique. Wasn't me. Billy was like lost somewhere, so I got my fulfillment back. Finances. I'm able to contribute to our household, help with finances, and it makes me feel really good. Number 3 is friends. I have more friends now than I've ever had in my entire life. I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of who we are. I'm proud of our culture. I'm proud of what we stand for. And I'm proud to call so many of you, not just my teammates, but friends. Number 4, the free trips. I love to travel. My husband loves to travel, and we have been more places in the last 5.5 years than we've ever gone together in our entire marriage prior. And we've been together 13, 14, 15, almost 16 years. And freedom. Not only the time freedom and the freedom of flexibility that you have with this opportunity, but also the freedom of taking advantage of a limitless opportunity. Like, what you put in is what you get back. There's no cap on how many sales you can have each month. There's no cap on the amount of people you can sponsor. There's no cap on the amount of money you can make. You literally have the freedom to decide what you want to work hard to turn this opportunity into. And I love that because I don't like rules. I don't like being told what to do. And I don't like somebody else, AKA a boss at my previous jobs, determining what my worth was and then deciding every 6 months if I did well enough to get my 10-cent raise or 25-cent raise or whatever it was. I always was excited for like them giving me more, but I always left like feeling defeated and discouraged because I'm like, I'm better than this. I'm more than this. I know there's something better out there. So those are my, and they all happen to be F's. Go figure. Fulfillment, finances, friends, free trips, and freedom. Okay, so the 5 things. It's so important you write that down. I'm going to say them one more time. Your 5 greatest strengths and accomplishments, 5 things you're working to improve, 5 things that make up your brand, 5 things you love about our products and or the problems they've solved for you, and 5 is the 5 things you love about this opportunity and or the problems it has solved for you, okay? So what the heck does this have to do with our topic tonight, which is combining taking your life, meshing it with your business so that you're posting with purpose every single day. Every single post, write this down because I have another acronym. You're welcome. Write this down. Every single post that you post should be a gem. G-E-M-M. Yes, I'm well aware that there's only one M in the real word, but go with me here. All right. Every time you go to post, I want you to ask yourself, what is your goal? Okay, G, goal. What is your goal of that post? Remember I said we're posting with purpose, which requires us to post with intention. You have to know what you're trying to achieve with your post before you can put it together, okay? So be intentional with this, you guys. It's gonna make a ginormous difference, okay? So the G is goal. What is the goal of your post? Number 2, or not number 2, the E in GEM is your post, okay? So you know what your goal is. Oh, Jody Farashani. I don't even know how to say your last name, girlfriend. Jody F-A-R-A-S-H-A-H-I. Message me, please, with a voice message on how to say that. That's the timer, which means you get the scrunchies. So message me how to pronounce your last name. This is like a fun game I like to play. And then try to remember the next time I'm live and I say it. And number 2, message me your mailing address. All right. So, what is your goal of your post? What is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Type it out. Yes, girl. Type it out. And now I want you to ask yourself before you post it, the E. Does this entertain, educate? Has anybody ever heard the 4 E's from me before? Yes, you have. Does it entertain, educate, empower, or engage with your network, okay? Or is it just a mindless, I'm putting a post up to put a post up, okay? Does it entertain, educate, empower, or encourage engagement? And if you can check off multiple E's from that post, even better, okay? Next, ask yourself, this is all before you hit post, okay? Ask yourself, is it meaningful? Is it a meaningful post? Is it going to help someone? Is it going to solve someone's problem? You can post something that might be entertaining, okay? But is there any meaning behind it, or is it just to be funny and make somebody smile? Which that does give it meaning, okay? But the more meaningful, the more you can dig down deep. We had this conversation with the leaders the other day. The more you can dig down deep, get vulnerable, get in touch, which is going to go back to the 5 things in a second. The more you can do that, the more impactful your post is going to be, which is then going to take us to the final M in GEM, which is memorable, okay? Kara Lewis Newton talked about this in her training I shared the other day. Being memorable is probably one of the things in this business that can make you stand apart from the rest, because think about it. How many people sell stuff online today? I can name 554 off the top of my head without even thinking about it. Major corporations are doing it. Brand new startup companies are doing it. Network marketing companies are doing it. Clothing companies everybody's online now, right? So what's gonna make you stand out? You've got to be memorable. How do you be memorable? How do you become memorable? I wrote down to tell a story, okay? To tell a story, because when you tell a story, Katrina said this the other day, I think it was Katrina. I say this all the time. Facts tell, stories sell. Why do facts tell and stories sell? Because when somebody tells me a story about whatever it is that they're using and something that happened in their life and the problem that they had and how this product helped them overcome that, you've got me hook, line, and sinker versus this is this much money, it does this, this, and this. These are the ingredients. Y'all need this. Yawn fest, you guys. And it's what so many of us do, all right? It's what so many of us do. But when you can tell a story, it makes you memorable. It's like, oh my gosh, I remember Billy told us that story that time about, blah, 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 whatever. You could do this with the products. You could do it with the opportunity. So why did I start out this training having you write down the 5 things? What your strengths are, what you're working on, what you love, what problems it solved, about the opportunity, about the products, because that's going to be your idea board, okay? That's going to be the place that you can turn to anytime you're feeling like, has anybody ever said, or does anybody feel like you're not creative? I cringe when somebody's like, oh, I'm not creative. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Do you want to know why you're creative? You're creative because Amanda Felter and Amanda Anderson and Jessica Pittajecki and Dawn Walters and Kelly Kane and Barbara Moss and every single other one of you beautiful human beings that are on here, nobody else is you. Nobody else has your same experiences. Nobody else has your same story. Nobody else went to the same school and had the same friends and did the same things and had the same problems and had the same fun and had the same trips and went the same places. Nobody. No 2 of us are the same. So by writing down and getting clear on what your 5 things are for your 5 things, you will never run out of things to share with people that are meaningful and memorable. Just a post. You can literally, okay, here's a story. So Younique launches an eyelash curler. And I'm all like, y'all, I can't use this eyelash curler. And I will not sell something that I will not use first. I just won't do it. And my network knows that. They know they can trust me because if I don't love it, you're just not going to see me using it. You're not going to hear me talking about it. So we launched this flippin' eyelash curler. And when I see an eyelash curler, do you want to know what it makes me want to do? It makes me want to drop kick it across the floor as hard as I can. My armpits start profusely sweating and I literally like start twitching. Want to know why? Because when I was in high school, I had a terrible experience with an eyelash curler. Not on my eyelashes, but on my friend Shannon's eyelashes, who was sitting across the lunchroom table from me. Y'all want to know what happened with that eyelash curler? I went to curl her lashes. I accidentally pinched her eyelid. She jerked her head back and I didn't release the eyelash curler in time. And guess who didn't have eyelashes on one of her eyeballs after that? And whose eyelid was swollen to this day. I can see it in detail. It was the most horrific experience ever, right? So like, I'm not gonna go online and pretend like I love this eyelash curler because it makes me want to vomit. But part of my brand, part of who I am, one of my strengths is that I empower others and I push people outside of their comfort zone. And I tell you, if it scares you, good. You're about to do something that's going to make you more brave and stronger than you were right before. So I'm like, all right, so here's the story, guys. This is what happened. And I tell them the story I just told you. And I'm like, but you want to know what? I'm a woman of my word. And I would never tell anybody to run away from their fears now you would have sworn this was like I lost my left arm in a motorcycle accident and I'm getting back on the bike for the first time. Like, it was dramatic. But I shared the story with my network and then I recorded, because I don't think live videos were a thing yet, and I recorded me using an eyelash curler for the first time since 8th grade or 9th grade or whatever that was in high school. And do you guys want to know how impactful that video was? It was a freaking eyelash curler. But because I told a story, I shared a fear, and I expressed how I'm going to try to overcome this, blah, 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 blah. I tell you guys, get outside your comfort zone all the time. I'm a woman of my word. I'm never going to say to do something I'm not willing to do. And because of the way I presented it, because I made it relatable, here's something that happened that is really freaking awful. And because of that, I'm afraid of this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because of that, I sold the crap out of those stupid little eyelash curlers. Because I shared a story. Now, I know that's a really bizarre example, but think about how often we have little things in our life that we can take a simple posting opportunity and turn it into a teaching moment, turn it into a learning lesson, turn it into empowerment for somebody else, turn it into a way to inspire someone else instead of just posting it, turn it into a gem. What's your goal? Is it one of the 4 E's? Is it meaningful? And is it going to help you become memorable? We got rid of them. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, we did. So the reason I had you guys write down your 5 things is because it's going to be your script in everything that you do, in everything that you share. Find something in your life that connects to that or relates to that, or that you can take 5 extra minutes and just think about, instead of just posting the, picture of the kit and how awesome it is that you get $450 worth of products for 99 bucks. What has this opportunity done for me? How does this team make me feel? How proud am I about our company's mission statement? And you could still post the same exact picture of the kit, but just in the way that you word it, you can go from having a flop post that people scroll on by because you're telling them all the facts. It's $452 and it's amazing because you only get it for $99 and we're paid every 3 hours and blah, 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 blah. Or you can say, I remember a time when I was at home feeling lost, feeling like I had lost so much of myself, my drive, my determination, my vision, my zest for life. And because of this $99 kit, I have gained all of that and then some, with a side of confidence as a bonus. All right? Like, feel the difference. And here's what I want to end on, because I actually might keep this under 40 minutes. Here's what I want to end on. Think about the people that inspire you. Think about the people that stop your scroll. Think about the people that when you read their captions, you're like, dang, like you feel related to them. You feel moved by them. You feel inspired because of them. Think about the people that you have in your life that do that for you, and make studying how they're posting part of your professional development. Every week, we have this conversation. Every week, I have probably about 10 leaders, and I don't mean leaders in Younique. I mean leaders of the world, doing authors for books, okay? Motivational speakers, network marketing industry coaches, whatever. But I have about 10 people that I love. And I have about 10 unique presenters that I love their style. I relate to them. I connect with their personality. And so what do? I look at those people. Why am I drawn to them? I'm drawn to them because they're doing something that makes me feel related to them. So I learn from them. I get inspiration from them. I don't copy them. I get inspiration from them, and I go back to my 5 things, and I figure out how I can make it apply to me. Where in my life can I take that idea and make it my own? So, you guys, every single day we have an opportunity to make a difference. We have an opportunity to inspire people. We have an opportunity to make our little corner of the world a better version than it was the day before. We have an opportunity to do that. And yes, we sell makeup and we sell skincare. When we go live, the social selling system, you go on with your bad self. But if all you're doing is trying to sell to people, you're gonna fall flat on your face. And I don't want any of you to fall flat on your face. You're here for a reason. You didn't end up here by accident. And I'm going to end on this because I wrote this down and I was like, dang, Billy, that's good. You know how sometimes you just like come up with this thing and then you're like, you kind of blow yourself away a little bit? I'm like, I need to word swag myself on that one. I wrote down that if you lead with yourself, it helps if you can read your own writing. Rewind. Lead with yourself and you will get the sale. Lead with the sale and you will be by yourself. I'm going to say that one more time. Lead with yourself and you will get the sale. Lead with the sale and you will be left by yourself. Okay? What do I mean by lead with yourself? What are your 5 strengths? What things are you trying to improve upon? What makes up your brand? What do you love? What problems has it solved? Who can you help? What kind of gem post can you put together to speak to one of them? I love you guys. I hope this helps. If nothing, I hope it makes you at least a little bit more present and intentional when you're putting your posts together. Because while we sell makeup and skincare, we also have a chance to make a big, huge impact on everyone else around us. And I promise you that the greater your influence and the greater your impact, the greater number of lives you're going to change, the more memorable you're going to become, and in turn, the success is going to follow. You just can't lead with that. I love you all. Have an amazing Thursday night, and I'll see y'all in the morning.